You are listening to the Yummy Mummy Podcast, episode number 148. 148, baby.
Welcome to the Yummy Mummy Podcast, where you will learn brand new and shockingly different tools to lose weight for the last time. And now, here's your host, certified life and weight loss coach, Laura Conley.
Hey, Yum Mom. What's going on? What's shaking? What's cooking? That's what I should say. What's cooking? It's like kind of on brand. Okay, so what do we do first? Should we do a client comment? Should we do a little like factoid of Laura's life? What should we do first? Okay, let's do client comment. We got one coming in hot from Leonora. And this one like seriously made me blush because she is a very well-regarded, fancy coach. And I mean, I like literally was just blushing because it was just like, I know I sound cheesy, but I just felt like such an honor. Anyway, so she just like slid into my DMs and she just says, I'm so grateful for you and this course. You were one of the most gifted coaches I'd ever encountered. And I'm so honored to be coached by you. She goes, this process is amazing. Then she says, you take the most serious teachings of coaching and make them on point for weight loss, funny and fun and incredibly helpful. It's a gift. It's such a relief to be held in a coaching container with zero responsibility for creating it, because she's a coach. She says, it is such a luxury to be coached, especially by someone as talented as you. Okay, that is just, takes one to know one, Leonora. So I just gotta thank you. That's so nice. It's just amazing. I just am like totally, totally flattered. But I do believe her. The Yummy Mummy experience, the process freaking works, babes. It's the real deal. It works. Okay, so like I got to tell you this. This is what I wanted to tell you about my life. So it kind of got a little juicy over on Instagram. I mean, not too wild over there because I'm not that like controversial, you guys. But I did want to share with you kind of one of my reels that I made and just some of the comments I got, and I just wanted to share it with you. So here we go. Okay, so this is what I was sharing on the reel. I'm going to like do the reel for you, essentially. I'm just going to tell you what I said on the reel. So this is what I was saying. Hey guys, it's the Yummy Mummy Minute. I'm kidding. I said something like this, and I was telling a story. I said, let's play a game. Okay, so you guys, if you haven't heard this, like, let's play the game together, okay? So here's the game. What would you do in this situation? So my husband's friend, just my husband's friend, it wasn't like the friend and his wife, it was just my husband's dude friend, was coming in to visit. This guy is not my friend. I mean, I'm obviously very friendly, right? But like, they're like fly fishing buddies, right? And so he was coming in to do a fly fishing trip. And my husband comes to me and he's like, hey, Laura, like, where do you think Ryan should sleep? And I was like, I don't know. And the reason is because usually we do have a guest room like setup situation, but we're in construction doing some things. So I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, like, should he sleep at your parents' like house? Should like we go buy an aero bed? Like, what should we do? And I was just like, I literally don't know. I don't know. Now, I could have like offered to go get the aero bed. I could have offered to call my mom and be like, Mom, my parents aren't staying at this house that they rent here in Colorado. I could have asked my parents like, hey, can Ryan stay at your house? I could have figured out, like moved my daughter and then like did all the sheets. And do not get me started on sheets. I hate doing sheets. Hate it. I don't mind like putting them in the washing machine, but putting them on the bed, I mean, I cannot. We don't even really use top sheets at our house. I know maybe some people think that's gross. We do wash our comforters, so like whatever, it's fine. But I just, oh my God, sheets, you guys. So I was just like, I don't know. And of course I could have just solved the problem myself without even helping him with like just doing it for him. But that would have meant, because this was like the morning that he was coming in, or the night before, I think. That would have meant I would have had to reschedule my very packed day, my very full day. My life is full, as I am sure yours is too. And it would have mean that something would have had to come off of my plate in order for me to go get the arrow bat or go set up something at my mom's house or do the sheets here. Likely what would have had to go would have been my workout, my sacred workout. Now, nobody wants a Lar Conley who hasn't worked out. Like, especially my husband. He does not. He'll like tell me, he'll be like, hey, like, have you worked out lately? Like, you seem like maybe you should go hop on the Peloton. I'm like, fuck you. I just attack. No. So I need to work out for like my mental health. Like, I also love it. It is like it's like me filling up my pleasure cup. Like, I'm just into it. I just love it. Like, not for weight loss. You guys know that, right? Like, not for weight loss, but just literally, I just love moving my body. I'm just so happy moving my body. So that's what would have had to happen. And I would have I could have, of course, I could have done that, right? And it really wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But what happens is then that becomes the default. That becomes the habit. So I was like, I don't know. I just sort of looked at him blankly, went about my life. And, I thought about it a couple of times, but ultimately I put me first in that scenario, which I think is really uncomfortable for a lot of us, especially women. It's really uncomfortable for us to keep us at the top of the list. A lot of us will put ourselves there, but then if somebody asks about where he should sleep, then it's like, oh, we'll move it. So can we start to practice putting ourselves first and then staying there? Even if the other thing that comes up seems more important, usually it's just immediate, not important, right? Usually it's just immediate, not important. And that's what happens so often, is that these seemingly immediate, yet not important tasks get swapped for the not immediate, but really important. It is really important that I work out. It's really important that my pleasure cup is filled up, because you guys know what? If I don't work out and my pleasure cup is not full, or at least has a freaking drop in it, then guess what? What am I doing at 9 p.m.? I'm sneaking gummy bears in the pantry. Or I'm just like standing in front of the fridge like, what can help me feel good? If we do not commit to our calendars, to putting ourselves at the top of the lists, we're going to be in the pantry and we're not going to weigh what we want to weigh. And we are not going to be free. So I want to encourage you to keep your calendar as is. First, create it, and then to keep it. I think that's a skill right there, right? Because I can tell you, now I have all the tools because of the Yummy Mummy method, literally, right? So even if I had given up my workout, maybe there was something, actually we're dealing with some health stuff in my family, and I am willing to give up my workout to solve some of those problems because it feels immediate and important, and it's aligned with my values. You guys really have to check in. And if you've been in the habit of putting yourself at the bottom of the list, you need to practice keeping yourself at the top, because your brain's going to lie to you and your brain's going to tell you that things that aren't important are important. I promise you. I promise you. And people will say, oh, it's so selfish to put yourself at the top of the list. Send them over here. I will bite their heads off. It will look and feel like I didn't work out. I will go ape on their booties. So number one, fine. Maybe it's selfish. Okay. Maybe it is selfish. Who decided selfish was so bad? I can tell you right now that if I'm not quote unquote selfish, my family hates me. I'm so mean. I'm not that mean, but I'm not going to be the best version of myself if I don't work out or fill my pleasure cup up or take care of myself or put myself at the top of the list. I also love to say selfishness is the first act in living a selfless life. You cannot live a selfless life, or whatever that means, an altruistic life, a life where you contribute unless your cup is full. Because then you're pouring from an empty cup, and then guess what? Guess who you are? Resentful Rebecca. Resentful Rebecca. This is not even what this podcast is about, you guys. We don't want resentful Rebeccas walking around. Oh, no, we do not. Huh. You know what we want? Happy Harriets. Free Francescas. Come on. So, guess what, though, you guys? My husband figured it out. Now, did he figure it out kind of badly? I mean, kind of, in my opinion. I mean, I love him. And you guys, he knows I'm sharing this. He's like on board. And I am indulging a little bit, like I'm exaggerating a little bit to make my point. You know, Luna came and slept with us, which was great. I freaking love that. I like love having her sleep with me. It's like my dream come true. And so he slept in her rainbow room on the rainbow sheets. It was totally fine. Totally fine. Not a big deal. Everybody was happy. Everybody slept well. It was great. I got my workout. He got his friend here. Totally fine. He did all the sheets. I might have asked once or twice. Gotta let that part go. I'm a little still controlling. What should we call her? Controlling Carol. It all worked out. Like, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. You know what? And that's it. Oh my God. This is not what this podcast is about, Laura. Get on point, girlfriend. No, but really what I want to say about that is, I don't know if like the men even like that. Like, isn't it a little emasculating to be like, oh, let me help you. Oh, like you're the third child, but like really I have 2 kids. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you could figure out, you could do it. You're like a grown ass man. Like, you know? So I think there's something to that too. I think sometimes that they get stuck in certain roles and we get stuck in certain roles, and it's not our fault, right? It's sort of the way that like our culture and our society is set up, but we can change it now. Just because it's not our fault, does it mean we can't be responsible? What does responsible mean? The ability to respond. Okay. Do I have anything else to say about this? Oh my God, but somebody on my Instagram, some internet troll like went after me and he's like, this is selfish. I can't believe that you would put this out there. Ugh. What's so funny is like, can you imagine if my girlfriend was coming to visit and I was like, babe, like, where should Zoe sleep? You would be like, what? What if I was like, babe, like, what should we have for dinner when Zoe's in town? Like, babe, like, do we have any towels for Zoe? If you have a husband, like, would you ever ask your husband, like, what to do about your friend coming in town? Oh, it's so good. But he was so mad. He was so mad at me. I'm like, let him be mad. And that's the 7th thing that I need to tell you about this. Is like, some of our partners are not going to like it if we say, I don't know, with a period, and then go to our workout. Like, some of our partners are not going to like that. But guess what they are going to like in the long run? A happy Harriet, a happy wife. I mean, it's cliche for a reason. Happy wife, happy life, babe. But seriously, you guys, your husband does not want a dead wife, a wife walking around just a freaking shell of themselves because they're filling out 72 permission slips and doing 18 loads of laundry every day and then doing the dishwasher 8 times and then also remembering to restock the fucking dish soap. Your people, they might not like it when you start putting yourself number 1 because then where do they go? They have to be number 2. That sucks. That sucks for them. But it will be so much better for them in the long run. So yeah, is there some discomfort? Yeah. But it's like I talk about with food, right? It's like weight loss. It's like there's 2 types of discomfort. Discomfort of staying the same or the discomfort of changing. What do you want, baby? Pick your shit sandwich. Which one do you want? At least the one that I always want you to pick, right? Doing the yummy mummy method, losing weight for the last time. At least that gets you to where you want to go. Okay. The actual episode that I have for you today is an invitation. That's so exciting, is it not? So here's the invitation. I want to invite you to, P.S., this is free, the School of Skinny. Oh my God. It was such a smashing success last year. So you guys can go to the show notes. You can go to my link in my bio on my Instagram. I'll read it to you right now. It is Laura Conley, LauraConley.com/school. Okay, so I want to invite you. I want you guys to go sign up. We are doing this September 6th to September 28th. We're going to meet every day. We are going to answer all your Qs, do all the A's. We will coach, and I'm going to teach you the skill, the skill of weight loss. You guys, losing weight is a skill. That's why you haven't lost weight for the last time, is because you've been treating it like a perfect, not a practice, not a skill, not something that you learn how to do over time. Okay, so I want to teach you how to lose weight for the last time. You have to come and sign up. We did it last year. It was so much fun. I feel like all of our kids are back to school. Like, it's your freaking turn. This is your time to go to school to learn what you are desperate to learn once and for all. The skill of permanent weight loss. Anything else you've learned in your life, like the piano, like skiing, like golf, like fill in the blank, like art, you have had to learn over time. You didn't just show up to the ski slopes and do double black diamonds. No, you didn't. You learned the green and then the blue and then the black, right? It's the same here. It is a skill. You have to let me teach you how to lose weight permanently. So get in there, sign up. I mean, I can't even believe that this is free. What? Now, I got to give you a caveat. I call it the School of Skinny because whatever, it's the cutest name ever. But just so you know, the yummy yummy definition of that is to weigh what one wants to weigh. Being at one's natural weight. Semicolon, free. Oh yeah, adjective. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to cover we are going to go in deep. We are going to cover the bases. It's so freaking good. Okay, so on day one, you're going to create a plan that you love, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you suggestions and recommendations, and I'm actually going to help you create a plan that feels really, really doable. Okay, so that's day one. We're going to create our plans. We're going to get them going, and we're going to execute. Okay, but you're going to have help with that. Then on day two, I'm going to teach you how to actually want to follow through on your plan. I'm going to teach you how to create reasons why, compelling reasons that are stronger than the cupcake at 9 p.m. Your why has to be more robust than the cupcake, right? We have to get you to want, and we can. This is not that hard. I'm going to teach you how. To want to lose weight for the last time. There's tons of reasons why you want to do that. We're going to outline those so that you have ammunition when the cupcake rears its head at 9 p.m. or whatever your thing is, the cheese, the pasta, the whatever. Day three, how to actually do it. Like when push comes to shove, when you actually really want the cupcake and you're like, well, screw this. I don't actually want to lose weight. I just want this cupcake. I'll just start tomorrow. It's fine. How to actually commit, how to actually be disciplined. You guys, discipline, guess what discipline means? To teach. I'm going to teach you how to teach your brain, right? And we're going to learn a concept in depth called allow power, which is going to help you in those moments. A lot of you guys are relying on willpower. Willpower doesn't work. It runs out. It's not a renewable resource, especially if you have a full plate, especially if you have to exercise patience throughout the day with your boss or your kids. Like, you're pulling from the same container when you say no to the cookie at 2 p.m. and when you don't email your boss back what you actually want to tell him. So day one, we're going to create that plan. Day two, we're going to get our compelling reasons going. Day three, we're going to really learn how to commit, like no matter what, and to use a concept I call allow power. So make sure you sign up now. Remember, the link is in the show notes. It's also on my link in my bio in my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, what's happening? It's at Laura Conley Coaching, or you can just go to portal.lauraconley.com/school. Okay. Are you guys going to see me there? I'm going to see you there. I know my current clients are going to be like, can we come? And like, yeah, you can come. I freaking love you. Like, come if you want to come. It's going to be so great. It's going to be every day, the 26th to the 28th of September, and it's going to be at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So that's a 9 a.m. Pacific Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so that is what I got. Go sign up now. Go do it now. Can't wait to see you in there. I love you so much. Have the absolute best week ever. Ciao, ciao. Hey, if you've enjoyed listening to this podcast, I would love it if you leave a rate, review, and a subscribe on whatever you're listening to this podcast in. Pretty pleased with a cherry on top. It would help me so much, and it would help all the other mamas out there hear this message. Thank you in advance. I really appreciate it. And you have to come check out the Yummy Mummy experience. It's my proven lose weight for the last time group coaching and course. Head to lauraconley.com and just click work with me. Other than that, you guys, I would love to give you a free gift. If you want your free listener only gift, go to lauraconley.com/gift. And from there, you will get your free best ever weight loss hack. So cool. The last thing I want to tell you, you guys, is I do have a free Facebook group. It's called, you guessed it, The Yummy Mummy. Lose weight for the last time, end body drama, and get food freedom. You can just search that in Facebook, or again, you can head to the show notes and you'll find the link there. All right, you guys, have the best day ever.